my beaded blouse with Sophia Bengal, owner and creator of Sophia Tamar Designs. Hi, Sophia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How would you describe your jewelry line?
My jewelry line is feminine, it's dainty, and it's definitely unique.
Now, I did a lot of crafts when I was a child, but nothing ever turned out good enough to actually sell. So what inspired you to take a childhood hobby and turn it into a successful business?
So it was just a couple of years ago. I've always loved beading, but a couple of years ago I went into a bead store and they had pliers and all this beading material, and I just needed to get it. And so I just started to make stuff, and I would give it to some of my friends and try and sell it to my friends eventually. And then at one point I just had so much stuff that I wasn't wearing, my friends weren't wearing, and I needed to find a way to get rid of it. And selling it just seemed like the best option.
Yeah. What makes a bead a good bead?
So there's thousands of different kinds of beads, and they're all unique, they're all beautiful within themselves. But there's something that just draws you in. It might be a certain color, it might be a certain pattern, it might be a certain texture. And for me, that's what makes a good bead, is a great combination of all three of those things.
So what color and shapes are your favorite to work with?
So usually pink, purple, and blues. I'm drawn to those colors, and they do happen to look really good together. Currently, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, trying to get a bit more greens and mints in there. So right now I'm doing more corals and greens, and seeing how that goes.
So can you tell us some of the designs that you are working on?
Yeah, so right now, I love to work with resin.
Okay.
So it's sort of like a gluey texture, and it comes in two separate bottles that you have to pour and mix together to create it like a hard plastic, almost like a glass.
Ooh. So you actually have to put, because I was looking on your Facebook and on your Twitter, so I was looking up your photos, and so you don't buy it as it is, you actually have to make it and put it in that shape?
Yes, so anything that is resin based, I have to pour it, and whether I'm pouring it onto an already made piece. So sometimes I pour it onto studs, so I'll paint studs and then pour the resin on top. Or sometimes I'll just create a resin piece totally on its own. So I'll have the molds set up, and I'll mix the colors, add the glitter, the sparkles, lots of glitter, lots of sparkles,
lots of girliness,
and I'll actually create the shapes for those pieces.
That's so cool. Yeah. So take me through the process then. How do you make quality jewelry?
I usually like to start with the piece itself, so like the pendant, or if I'm beading, then the beads, and then I would add the metal findings, so the chain or the clasps or whatever it is afterwards, so that I've created the center focal point first and then create everything else.
I noticed you sell your pieces online through Etsy, but there are also some stores that carry your collection. So can you talk to me about these boutiques?
Yes, definitely. So I went to school at UBC, like I mentioned, and
what did you study?
So I studied English and theater, and then I did education.
Okay, so something completely different than making jewelry.
It's different than making jewelry. I find the arts very all intertwined all the time. With the theater classes I'd take costume construction or set design. And so that helped. I was using my hands, especially with costume construction, you have to think about every detail. So if you're sewing on beads, if you're putting on glitter, so those aspects are kind of similar. The actual performing part, not so similar. But yeah, so I did that out in UBC, and that's where I got started with everything. And I just really looked for shops that were, focused in local goods, supporting Canadian artists, handmade focus. So right now I'm selling in 10 different boutiques, some in Vancouver, some outside, around BC, and then also in Ontario.
And I think you bedazzled a bridal party?
So that was my first. I'm gonna be doing a couple more in the near future. But yeah, a couple of brides have approached me and said, "This is what I want. Can you do it?" And I say, "Yeah. Here, let me try this, try that." And we got all of the bridesmaids wearing matching jewelry.
Oh, well, that must be very exciting for you.
It is, definitely, because then it's a gift that the bride is giving to the bridesmaids, and then it's something that they get to keep with them. So it's nice for me to be part of that moment for the bride, and then forever with the bridesmaids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And can you tell me what you're wearing?
What I'm wearing? Yeah. Right now I'm wearing these bracelets. These are stretchy bracelets. They come in a whole bunch of different colors, and they're just fun and easy.
Pretty. Nice colors.
Yeah, pink, purple, pink, and blue. They're fun and easy, and just something that you can just slide on. You can wear one, you can wear two, you can mix and match the colors. Totally up to you. And then I'm wearing this matching set. So this is a Caledonia set. Yeah. Most of my pieces do have interesting names. Originally, when I first started, I only did cities, so they were all different city names.
And then how would you choose them? Like, how would you choose those specific city names?
Sometimes the pieces just call to me, and I'm like, "That's what your name is," and that's what it's called. Sometimes, if it's part of a collection, I try to name them all similarly. And then I also have to name them so that I remember what they're called.
Exactly.
So sometimes I try to find like little acronyms or little words that I could switch up and make so that I remember what they're called. So yeah, this piece is called the Caledonia piece, and it's resin with gold glitter. The actual pendant is stainless steel, and I love the mixing of the metals right now. Right now I'm super into the gold and the silver in one piece.
Yes.
Yeah. And so the gold glitter here is awesome, and then the actual piece is made out of resin. And the chain, I like hand cut it. I make sure it's appropriate size, and then I add the clasp and everything to it. So really, I can make it at any length or anything. And then I'm wearing the matching earrings to go with it. So this piece would be a bit more classy. I wouldn't wear it every day, but you can definitely wear it, when you're going out, when you're meeting up with friends,
or when you're in an interview.
When you're in an interview, exactly.
It's a very special moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you talk to me about Design Her Co?
Designer Co, yeah, definitely. So Designer Co is where I actually do most of my day-to-day work, separate from my jewelry design. And it's a specialty craft boutique where we teach kids and teens and adults how to do all bunch of different specialty crafts. So whether it's knitting or hand sewing, or the big draw, just where I come in, is jewelry making. So it's teaching young kids how to make art, but use skills that they could actually use in the real world and actually create something that they would wear. So it's not the macaroni necklaces or the things that their parents are going to look at and toss out in a couple of months. It's things that they could actually wear, things that they can actually use. And it's really great to use my teaching skills and my craft skills to be able to teach these kids how to make something unique for themselves.
As of today, 2016, April, how many pieces in total have you made?
There's no way in telling for real how many pieces, the exact number. I definitely made thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces at this point.
And can you go show us some more of your collection?
Definitely, of course.
So this is part of your collection, obviously not everything. And I see a bracelet here that I like, so I'm going to try it on so I can look like you. Ooh. Very pretty. Talk to me. Tell me which ones are your favorite. Give me some cool facts about some of these.
All right, awesome, yeah. So here we got a mix of vibrant colors and then a mix of just metals. So like I mentioned, I love currently the gold and the silver. So we have a whole bunch of pieces that are just gold and silver. This willow piece right here, it comes in the triangle and the half moon, and it comes in gold and silver, and it's so popular. Everyone loves it because it is quite delicate. Right. It's quite minimalist, but it still is a very nice piece.
And it's versatile.
It's versatile. You can layer it up, you can clasp it up, whatever you prefer. So there is the metal pieces, and then there's also the bright and colorful pieces. Some of them, like these necklaces here, which I've actually hand painted and then put resin on top, or there's pieces where I've done some hand wrapping with the beading.
Talk to me about the earrings, because you said you love earrings. So which pair would you wear on a day-to-day basis?
So this is actually the pair that I wear almost every day. These are the ones. It's the star and the moon, and they're actually the gold sparkles, star and moon, and I wear those all the time. So I definitely love to wear those. Some of the other studs are super cute because you can wear them at any age, you can wear them with any outfit, and again, it's just a little pop of color. And then the other ones, there are a whole bunch of different shapes and a whole bunch of different sizes. If any of them are just wire, that's wire that I've hand shaped, hand wrapped, and hand hammered. Some of the other pieces are resin pieces, and they're pieces that either have paint or glitter and then resin on top of the pieces. You know, these right here are one of my favorites, and it's just a resin pendant. So it's resin and glitter, and they're quite delicate and
it's very pretty.
Yeah, really pretty. So those are really cool as well because it's just resin and glitter.
So I had my eye on these. What do you call these?
So those are our bar bracelet, and it's bar with beads. So I've beaded the sides of them. I've added on the little metal tube, and then beaded the rest of it. And those are great because, like most of the pieces, they're delicate, they're simple. You can layer them, you can wear them individually, and they're just nice colors. You know, and I could do a whole bunch of different colors. If there's one that you particularly love, you can have more of that one. If you like the mix, then you can have a whole bunch of different ones.
I really like this one.
So this is the heart necklace. It's very pretty. It's very delicate. It's a longer necklace, and this one in particular doesn't have a clasp. So you just slide it on and slide it off. Some people just find that clasp just adds an extra step, and it's not necessary. This one does have a nice turquoise glass crystal on it, and if you want it to be in the front, you can have it in the front. If you want it in the back and not be seen, you can slide it all the way around to the back, and then it's just going to be the silver.
This is very pretty, and you're right with the clasp, because a lot of jewelry, it can, like when you wear it, and then the clasp ends up coming on the front.
Exactly.
So this you don't have to worry about it at all. And let me pick a pair of earrings. So I don't have pierced ears, but if I did, I would choose, let me see. I really like the resin as well.
Yeah.
I really do. I think dangly earrings are very pretty.
So those are our Jupiter earrings, and again, it's a metal base, and then it has the resin and the glitter. So much glitter, so much sparkles, and when I'm making them, there's glitter everywhere, and it doesn't come out. And I love it. I love it that way. And so yeah, these are really nice. They're
very pretty. Are they? Would you say they're the same ones as you're wearing, except different shape?
They're different shape, and then the coloring's different. So the one I'm wearing is this one over here, and so it's a different shape and a different color. But other than that, it is quite similar. The glitter inside is the same, and on top it would be the clear resin as well.
It's very pretty. I think it's a match.
Well, it looks good.
Well, thank you so much, Sophia. I really appreciate this. I've always enjoyed jewelry. I used to raid my grandmother's and my mother's jewelry drawers, so this means a lot. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.